Hi everyone, it's Ange here, Starlight Coach. Welcome to my channel and this video today that I'm going to be doing a special reading for this harvest full moon in Pisces. And we also have Friday the 13th, which is representative of divine feminine energy, of goddess energy, which is all about connecting back to our intuition because it represents the 13 moon cycles. So we're connecting back with the moon, which is very intuitive and emotional space as well. So we're tuning into our emotions more deeply and to divine feminine creative power because all women have 13 menstrual cycles as well. So we're getting into a cyclical energy as well with this beautiful Friday the 13th. And it's also in honor of our ancestors and all the power and abundance and gifts that they've provided to us. So it is a recognition of our ancestry as well and all that divine feminine energy from our ancestry that we've been gifted with every Friday the 13th when they come up. So it's a beautiful time. We also have the autumn equinox coming up next week. So that's super exciting. And I think it's a great time of change, of death and rebirth, of resurrection as well. That's a big theme. The astrology for this full moon in Pisces is amazing because it is aspecting the constellation of the Phoenix. So the Phoenix, when we know, dissolves itself into ashes and is reborn more powerful. And so we have this rebirthing and resurrection energy as well. So it is a recognition of our ancestors because they've passed, but we as individuals walking forward are taking those gifts, rebirthing them into a new reality, creating with more divine feminine power, with more divine feminine wisdom, with more divine feminine creativity and intuition and psychic gifts even. So it's a beautiful time. Pisces is also one of the most sensitive, most psychic signs of the zodiac. It is also representative of spirituality. So spirituality at its highest octave is what we're here to embrace in Pisces season, our intuition, our psychic gifts, our feminine side of spirituality, connecting with our higher self, our soul, whatever you call it, whatever you're more comfortable with. So thank you for tuning into my channel. And I'm going to be doing oracle card readings for this astrological cycle and this autumn equinox, which is all about abundance. So I felt super guided to do oracle card readings for everyone in relationship to their abundance, their career life. We're just ending Virgo season as well, which was all about creating and going back to work, going back to school, bringing in practical methodologies in our day-to-day life. And so I felt really guided to bring in that abundance energy for us and to see where we're all at. So I'm going to be going over for these readings for each of the zodiacs, and it's going to be by element. So each zodiac sign has a particular element attached to it. So there is air signs, which are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Of course, I got a lot of Aquarius in me, so those are the air signs. The water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Fire sign is Leo. I always tend to forget these, but they're always on my mind. So Leo, Sagittarius, my moon in Sagittarius, and Aries. And the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So try to pinpoint where you are at with those elements. And so I'll be doing 4 separate readings, going over each element into a little bit more depth for you to find out where your higher self, where your soul is really trying to pull you in your creation, in your abundance, and what, you know, are some things that the divine can help you with in maneuvering at this time, or what you can focus on in order to manifest the most abundance in your life. What else is going on? That's about it for now. So thank you for tuning into my page, and I can't wait to get started. So hello, my air signs. I'm going to be starting with you since I said that first, and that's what I remember. So anyone who is a Libra, a Aquarius, or a Gemini, this message is for you. Also check your sun, moon, or rising sign on any free astrological website for your birth chart to know what elements really you're tuning in with for your personality and for your abundance. So these are abundance readings that I'm doing this full moon in Pisces, this harvest moon. Harvest time is all about creating abundance, receiving our abundance. We got the Friday 13th special happening this week and this full moon, so it's an additional emphasis of creating abundance with divine feminine energy and receiving all the gifts from our ancestry. So that abundance is important as well, that intuitive abundance, those psychic sponges. So my air signs, let's see what's going on for you. We're going to create some magic and miracles today. And I'm going to be using my Thelema Tarot card deck to start. And as always, I'm going to shuffle and bless the deck for us to have really clear messages that are in the highest and greatest good for everyone. So thank you, Holy Father, Holy Mother Sophia, God, Goddess, Creator, Creatrix of all life. I ask to bless these cards with the highest divine energy possible for us at this time, so that my Holy Spirit, my higher self, can speak through for everyone. And for the air signs, let's see what's going on for the air signs. I'm going to ask for 3 cards, please. 3 cards. Okay, this one wants to come up. 4 of Cups. So there is a gift coming in. There's a gift coming in. See this beautiful woman, and the cup is coming forward, but the individual can't see the gift, isn't able to recognize the gift is coming. All right, I got 3 more cards, so there'll be 4 from the tarot deck. Wow, look at this, all abundance. So there's definitely gift of abundance, because these are the pentacles, representative of earth energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. So we have a very masculine energy of abundance coming in. So I'm getting for my air signs here, you have a male figure that is going to offer you some abundance. You're going to receive abundance from a male figure, or you are going to have some form of support from your male side. Either that means you need to take more proactive steps in creating abundance for yourself, or definitely there is something coming through because you're having a gift. Maybe you're not seeing it, but there is definitely someone coming in who's going to offer you stability, because the pentacles represent stability. They represent long-term commitments. They represent something that has a very like open door avenue for you to take. You just need to step into it. However, you're going to need to take some effort. It's going to take some hard work, because the Eight of Pentacles, as you can see, is an individual who's working very strategically daily. That Virgo kind of energy still around, of putting into daily practice of actually doing the work. So you definitely have this cup of emotion that's coming through to help you out, to remind you that you are supported by God, the universe, whatever you call that, you know, whatever you connect to. Someone or something is supporting you, and that's a beautiful thing. I'm going to pick cards from the Goddess Guidance Oracle as well, since we have that Goddess Divine Feminine energy for this Friday the 13th, which I thought would be amazing. So let's bless this deck as well. Holy Father, Holy Mother, God, Goddess, Creator, Creatrix of all life. I'd like to bless this deck for divine messages for air signs that they can resonate with, to clarify. Okay, this card here, endings and beginnings. Yes, my air signs. As I said, we have this resurrection energy with the astrology, this death and rebirth with the full moon near the constellation of the phoenix that rises from the ashes. So there is an ending and a beginning coming up for you. There is an element of something to die before you can receive the new. Perhaps it's already something that you completed, and now you're harvesting your abundance, because it's also about starting a new beginning, seeing the offer that's coming to you, receiving the help and the support of your divine masculine. It could be your husband or your partner that is supporting you, that is offering you, but it is some sort of new beginning. It's an offer. And you can see here, there's a lotus. And remember the lotuses, how they are created. They're created from that muddy, murky water that seemed all gnarly, right, at the beginning, and then it comes out with this beautiful flower. So remember that that is something that's available to you to connect with, is to understand that things out on the surface or your experiences might be murky, might not be pleasant, but it comes out as this beautiful blossoming flower. And for those of you who are connecting, who are experiencing the spring equinox, not the autumn, because it's depending where you are in the world, northern or southern hemisphere. So if you're in the south, you are in this springtime blossoming kind of renewal energy, the more of the beginning energy rather than the death. So take a look at where you're at in that cycle. I'm going to take another card as well from the Magdalene Oracle. I've been working with this deck and I've become quite fond of it, by, let's say, Tony Carmen Salerno, which is beautiful. So again, I'm going to bless the deck. Holy Father, Holy Mother, God, Goddess, Creator, Creatrix of all life, Sophia, God, Spirit, my higher self, and the Holy Spirit, to provide blessings for air signs, please. Oh, and this one right away came up, War and Peace. Very interesting card indeed. So there is maybe this timeline, this ancestral timeline that is coming up of reminders of death and rebirth, endings and beginnings, which is that Kali energy of war and peace. So timelines where there was war, then those war created peace. So we're kind of reviewing those timelines, but we're taking the good stuff from it. We're taking the positive impact, the peaceful resolutions from those timelines, and we're releasing them. We're releasing them, my air signs. You guys, might be connecting to your ancestry in that way. But I'm going to read the card, the books, the card in the book for this message for you to get more clarity. Says here, there is a clash between your logical mind and your heartfelt yearning at the present. Your heart is pulling you in one direction while your mind pulls you in another. This is creating an inner war, which is responsible for the stress you are feeling. The way to overcome your current dilemma is by embracing your heart and mind. Trust what your heart is saying, yet apply logic and common sense also. Inner peace is also possible by embracing both sides of your nature. Acknowledge any fear you may have, but do not allow it to stand in your way. Only by doing what feels right in your heart, you will move closer in fulfilling your dreams. Yet, you also need to be rational about your decisions, for both heartfelt inspiration and practical logic are necessary in order to achieve a harmonious and successful outcome. So yeah, I'm getting the sense that, you know, these old timelines of war and peace are coming up, but it's also a reflection of your internal world, which was what the card definition in the book was about. So it's that inner struggle of war and peace, that you're not tuning into your heart so much and you're always being in your mind. I know, as air signs can be, very logical, very in your head, in your thoughts, but you need to tune back into your feelings, into your body, into your heart space to really balance out those decisions in your life so you don't have to be at war, at peace with yourself, and creating those, let's say, highs and lows or kind of drastic situations, to really come back to a neutral place to where you feel peaceful, abundant, resilient, and opening up to the abundant possibilities that are definitely coming your way. There is no doubt in my mind that one of the reasons why you can't see this card, this cup, this offer, this gift that the universe, God wants to provide to you, is because you're having that internal struggle. But remember, you're ending those old timelines. You're releasing that war and peace energy, and you're returning. You're embracing yourself as a phoenix. You're rising up from the ashes, and you're taking conscious control and action of your life to overcome that external struggle, because it's a reflection of your internal state. And when you do that and you balance your heart and mind internally, you have that peaceful solution. And that's the gift. That's the gift for you guys, for my Aquariuses, my Libras, and my Geminis. So I hope these messages do help you. I'll pick one more card from the Loving Words of Jesus. I don't know why I felt really guided to use this deck. It's not a deck I typically use because they are biblical passages, but because it has such a beautiful golden ray of Christos pure consciousness, I think it's always helpful when we're trying to create abundance in our life. So I'm just going to clear the deck and bless it and pick one last card as a closure for this reading. Holy Father, Holy Mother, for a blessing from Yeshua of Nazareth for the air signs. Wow, beautiful. It says, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Matthew 25:21. Look at this pure, clear consciousness of Yeshua in a beautiful temple and garden space. He's reminding you that you have done a good job, that you are a faithful servant. You know, you don't have to be so like, oh my God, I'm on my knees every day. But you know, the point is that when you embody your own resurrected phoenix into reality, when you're embodying that gift that message of creating that internal peace. Jesus is saying, well done, thou good and faithful servant. And now you can see of that resurrection energy where that abundance will flow to you more. And he's saying, yes, like follow through with those messages, because those are some really good points for you to become more empowered, more sovereign, and more connected and aligned to your abundance. So my air signs, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, my name is Ange. Starlight Wellness is my company name. Feel free to like and share on my Facebook page or on YouTube. Also, if you don't know who I am an astrologer. I am a wellness coach. I am an intuitive guide. I like to follow intuitive astrology updates and create oracle readings from, the energetic changes that happen every month. So I hope these messages help you. And as always, feel free to like and share, and take care, and much love.